G'day guys, welcome to the Round 8 review, and this week we scored 2,240, which was by far probably one of my best scores this year. So yeah, very happy spills today in this video. We went up a little bit in the rankings, back in the top 4% now, so we're moving up, and it's all thanks to the bloke I traded in a couple of weeks ago. You all know exactly who that is. As soon as I jumped on him, he went 122, and now he's gone 144. He's an absolute super pod, and I can't wait to discuss him furthermore in the video. So yeah, really happy with that. The only thing I butchered this week was the captaincy. I chucked it on, I went gone for McRae, and yeah, McRae didn't do all that well, only the 105 or something like that. So yeah, that's okay. We've done that 2 weeks in a row now. So look, it happens. Probably, it's just weird because this is the first time where both of them have gone below 120 2 weeks in a row in ages. And yeah, I can't really believe that, to be honest. So yeah, that's just straight up unlucky. So defense, really not bad. Lloyd, solid as always. He's always going to score a respectable, it's not like he's got the same ceiling as last year, where he was the ultimate seagull and he was just on fire. He's just gone 100 to 110 each week, so that's fine. Rory Laird was so due for a 120 plus score, and he prevailed. So yeah, happy with Laird. He's definitely a keeper. There's no doubt about that. And Ridley's very concerned. He's losing his kickouts to Laverde and Redmond. So that's a little bit of a concern. I hope they don't continue to do that. I hope Ridley gets his kickouts next week against the Dockers. That would be great for me. And yeah, love watching the bloke. And yeah, it's a shame that he's not getting those kickouts he usually deserves. And yeah, Jane Short, it's fine, whatever. And I traded in Stephen May this week, 77. It's not the end of the world. He had a job on Buddy Franklin, did a cracking job locking him down, but that's the thing, lockdown defender, sometimes it backfires, so yeah, that's okay. And we got Kazitsky. I am going to hold him for one more week. Plays North Melbourne. He should kick at least 3 goals, I think, on them. He'll have another price jump, and I'm going to trade him out for Stewart, so I'll run you through in how I'm going to do that. And bench, well, we lost rookie roulette with Mansell. Yeah, 5 points, who cares really, and Highmore is the most unluckiest player in the AFL, and I don't have to say any more on that. And into the midfield, I hate when it always does that. I always scroll down, and it goes all the way down to the forwards. I don't want to do that. It's just unbelievable. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the computer fan that's running. The laptop doesn't like using this much energy. But anyway, midfield, McRae, 106. He was my captain in the end of it. 106, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. I mean, look, ideally I would love to have had someone else as my captain, like this bloke, Lyons, who I actually thought about captaining. I thought in the morning on Sunday, I went, imagine if I just chucked the C on Lyons. But yeah, at the end of the day, he is a super pod. And if he, for some reason, because he is capable of scoring a 60-odd here and there, sometimes he has some absolute shockers. Hasn't this year, as you can see, of that 119 average. How bloody good does it get? I just thought, if he doesn't go that good, it's really going to burn me. So I played it safe and conservative. And I took McRae over Lyons, which wasn't the case. Lyons, 145, not 144, 145. Unreal. I just can't believe how good he is. And people bringing up like he's going to cop more attention without Neil. I've already said this before, but he walks past you in the supermarket, you don't even know who he is. I mean, players will go, players will get asked to go tag Jared Lyons, and then when they go out in the field, they don't even know what he looks like. They'll go tag Starcevich or someone instead who looks exactly like him, who I thought that the other day. I was like, far out, Starcevich looks exactly like Lyons. But yeah, anyway, this bloke's just tearing it up, and I think he's benefiting so much without Neil, just getting all the CBAs. He gets about 90% centre-outs attendances. I think he had about 20 to 25 on the weekend. I can't remember the actual stat, but just crazy stuff. Doesn't rotate, and he plays high time on ground as well. So, look, if you want Jared Lyons, get him in your side. I mean, 6'12". I thought he'd be up a little bit more than that. I think I got him for about 6'04". So, yeah, super selection, and, yeah, quite a super pod. And next bloke here, Clayton Oliver. He's probably another captaincy option over Gawn. Rarely goes below 120. So, yeah, super solid, super consistent, and yeah, he's a super pick. There's not much else to say. I mean, every week just does it, week in, week out. I'm running out of words to say about Piggy because he just keeps prevailing every single week. And yeah, not much more to say there. Zach Merritt, 131. Oh, I'm so paranoid. Not in Supercoach, but just as an Essendon supporter, I'm having sleepless nights just wishing he'd just sign on with Essendon. It hasn't happened already. He's going to be a free agent, and I hope he doesn't leave the club because I'll just be spewing what a player he is. I don't know if it was this week or... No, it's next week. Plays his 150th. I'll be going to that game against the Dockers. That'll be unreal, and I just want him to be a Don. He's such a super player, and yeah, 131. He's proven me wrong. I had my doubts on merit. I thought he's a bit of a dream team fantasy sort of a selection. Gets a lot of chip kicks, but he's accumulating really well. A lot of inside 50s, and I actually thought he butchered it at times as well. So, yeah, 130 is just unreal for him. And Jack Steele, look, if you don't have Jack Steele, now or next week would be the ideal time to get him in. Look, 110 is still a solid score, but he's still going to decline a little bit more in cash. So, yeah, if you don't have Steele, I'll really try and target him in. He's by far St Kilda's best player and almost a Brownlow contender if they actually start winning a few more games, which they have been. They've been pretty good. But yeah, really like Jack Steele. And the rookies are just doing whatever they want here. Thank God for these midfield rookies. I held on to Powell. I'm really happy he played. I thought he was going to miss a week for concussion. But yeah, I don't know what happened there. He's still playing, which is great. And Jordan and Scott, I've just held on to them. And when there was a time where they looked like they were dead rookies and you could chop them, I just said, nah, look, I think there's more money to be made. I'm not in a position where I could trade them. So I held on, and it worked out for the best. And 285s is just fantastic. And that's going to set me up so good over the buys. I've got all the good rookies, really, so I can afford to start taking some risks and nailing those top-end selections. You know, we talk about finding value this year because the rookies are so bad. But, like, moral of the story, I've held on to the good rookies, so now I can afford to target your Stewarts and Welshers and Bonampallis and all the big guns over the buys, which is really exciting. So, yeah, I do have a little bit of a plan coming on to that, but, yeah, we'll see how we go. Yeah, midfield, really good. Berry is going to get traded this week. Yeah, not really doing it for me. He's kind of on par every week. Going to average anywhere from 40 to 60, so yeah, 50 is kind of, yeah, on par for him. And Ruck's not too bad. This is the second week in a row that I've given Grundy the cold shoulder in terms of the captaincy, and what could have been if I just put the VC or the captaincy on him, because I've been burnt 2 weeks in a row now with that. And yeah, Gawn has been not victim. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, Gawn's been the man that's really stuffed it up for me 2 weeks in a row. He went 60, and then yeah, the VC on him, and yeah, you're not taking 112, so yeah, that's all right. Look, we'll try to get it right. That's the only thing that I'm butchering at the moment, and yeah, still jumped up in the ranks, so that's really good. And onto the forward line, yeah, not too bad. We've got two absolute guns that we got for the price of chips. Well, I paid up a bit for Impy, but look, Zeeble, really good. He's probably in the top 5 Supercoach players this year, I think. He's just unreal, and the fact that we got him for just under 300k is outstanding, and he's just an ultimate seagull, and yeah, he's overtaken Lloyd this year as that number 1 seagull. So what much more could you ask for from Zeeble? He's an unreal pick. And Jarman Impey, this is why I paid up for him, because I thought, you know what, he's got a good role. Seems to be benefiting, and he's proved that he's going to be a top 6 forward. Now he finds himself at F2, so I'm happy that I paid a little bit overs for him. It's worth it. It's fine. And Dustin Martin is a massive problem. Now, it's not all bad, I guess, because he does turn up in the second half of the year, so I do plan to hold him. However, I have flirted with the idea of just sideways trading him to Bolton. But yeah, the fact of the matter is he's still in over 55% of sides, I'm pretty sure. So, look, he's a sinking ship where the rest of the competition is just going to go down with you. And if you trade him, it's just a sideways trade that you just don't need to do. So, look, I'm not losing faith. It's a down patch for Dusty, and I hope that he comes out with a much more respectable second half of the year. So, look, I'm just going to hold Dusty for now and see what happens. And Chad Warner, I thought about trading him this week as well. But yeah, I did for a bit, and I thought, look, he makes my forward line look terrible, so I'm not going to go ahead with that one. I'm going to hold off for a couple of weeks. I'm going to use him to get Stewart, I'm pretty sure, next week. But yeah, we'll bank some cash and see how we go. And our Bergman and Rowe, Yeah, really good. So Bergman's starting to find form at halfback now, and he's really impressing with his job security. And you could probably hold him for a few weeks, I think. Still got a low break even, which is really nice. And Jimmy Rowe, as I said last week, it's either 20s or 80s for this bloke. And yeah, luckily I got an 80. And before I do my trades, I'm going to discuss one R2 Bosnian. Now, he was my number one fan in the rookie series this year, and I thought, far out, he's only 1% ownership. So last week the week before I traded in two blokes with 1% ownership, and it was Bosnian and Lyons, which is just crazy stuff. It's unheard of that you do that in the same week. And I thought, look, Boz has a great role of halfback, and North Melbourne is so bad that his job security is going to be elite. But look at what happened. He got the chop. He got drops for Davis Uniacke, and I don't know what happened there. I don't know how he went in the VFL. I hope he tore it up. But yeah, that is just dreadful. I was on the phone with DR on the Friday night, and he had no idea. I called him up. I was like, "Oh, DR, mate, I've got some bad news." He's like, "Spills, mate, what's going on? What happened?" I'm like, "Bosnian Vlaki's got the chop. He's not playing this week." He goes, "You're kidding." So yeah, we can't believe it. We both traded him in. And I'm sorry about that, DR, because I did hype him up a fair bit, and last thing I thought was he was going to get drops, which is just so stiff on his behalf. Hope he makes his return this week, because North Melbourne, they can't even beat Collingwood, who, I just think Collingwood are the worst team ever at the moment, and they're playing terrible footy. And it was just such a coward act that they wouldn't even play R2 against his former team. That would have been a nice gesture for him and would have got his confidence up. And yeah, just really poor coaching by David Noble. I think he's a bit of a spud, to be honest. But yeah, that's another story. And Waterman, well, Jakey Stringer's out of a hamstring, so I hope Waterman makes a return. So yeah, we're going to do our trades for this week. Very simple. This might take a second because, look, the internet's starting to get pretty bad. I discussed the internet situation on my preview for round 8 because I did that at about 5 o'clock on the Friday night, and at the moment, as I'm recording this, it's 4:30, so yeah, everyone's getting home from work and school, so yeah, it's just carnage with the internet. But that's all right. Just bear with me, guys, as it loads. But it'll come a bit quicker than I thought. So I'm going to do one trade this week just to bank some money. I don't need any premiums at the moment. Look, Welsh scored 89, as you can see there, so 600k. He's going to drop some coin. He has the buy. I've got up on my board above me. He's got the second buy around 13, so I'm going to try and get Welsh in at that point. I wouldn't mind getting Stewart in next week because Stewart fits in pretty well. I can just bench him on his buy, and I've still got heaps of coverage, which is really nice. And yeah, he's just a perfect pick. And yeah, my team's gone really bad without Stewart. But yeah, getting off topic here, I'm going to trade in Caleb Poulter. Have I spelled that right? I have. 117k, 81. He's got a roll on the wing, and yeah, I thought this rookie was dead after last week's performance, but he came out with an 81, which is really nice. I know he played North Melbourne, not the hardest of oppositions, but look, I think if you score an 80, you're going to have pretty good job security, but that has come back and bit me in the arse before. But yeah, look, we'll see how we go. We'll trade him in, and yeah, I'm not going to do a whole lot to my side. Just bank some cash, save some trades, and then when the buyers come around, I want to make sure I've got as much trades as I can, as much coin, and get as much points and price out of all these rookies, all these big guns on the bottom here. Matty Flynn, I'll discuss him a little bit more closer to the buyers. Hopefully he gets one more game for now, but I'm just going to hold him. You never know. But yeah, that's the side for this week. And look, I'm really keen for a big second half of the year. I've started off really slow. But when you think about it, like look at my midfield. I've got Jack Steele at M5, which is just crazy stuff. And there's not really many blokes I don't have that are must-haves, except Stewart, I think, is probably the clear one. And Welsh in the midfield would be so handy. I thought about Brayshaw as well. I was like, fuck, Brayshaw would be such a good pod. But he dropped to 70, and that's pretty ordinary for him. So, yeah, look, I'm just going to leave it there. I don't need to do much. I don't need to be greedy. Just trading the one rookie, bank some cash, and hopefully Poulter goes all right this year. So, yeah, that's just about it for me, guys. I'm so happy I went up in the ranks. It's been such a hard couple of weeks for me, and And yeah, in a much better mood now than I was this time last week, I'll tell you that. And you guys would have known that just from how I'm talking. Pretty happy at the moment. But yeah, we'll wrap it off here, guys. I'm not sure if I'll do my rookie review tonight or tomorrow. I'll definitely do it on my pages and write it all up and get the stats up and stuff. Whether or not I have enough time to record it, not sure yet. But we'll see how we go. But yep, we'll leave it there, guys. Hope you had a good week as always. I'll see you guys in the next video.